All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Colts 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
A first down throw for Brissett. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's airing it out for Whip. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Hines. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
At the 42-yard line.
I got you, punk. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balaj. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Check, 59.
Back to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
39-yard line.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Just watch 88. We got trips over here. There's overload. 66, pull it,
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down at the 28. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Dolphins.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Kill. Showing it. Hey, watch it.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check it back.
Topper!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Colts first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I got it.
2nd and 1. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Come on, set.
So here's
50,
a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass. Hey, foxtrot. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Eason. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell. And it's 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Ready.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more.
Hey, Alpha. Deep rip.
To throw again. Eason. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. You can't block me.
5.
From the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
And the Dolphins first down.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the check. 4 down.
They'll run here with Balaj. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Coming to you.
Ready.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 9 yards there on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Buddy up. 52. Mike 52. Let's go.
First down, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Tight door.
Again, it's Balaj. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
15. First down, Dolphins.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Number 53. Mike 53. Strip the ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 11. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double up. He's coming.
Sponge. No.
Looking to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The Colts take over first.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set, ready. Switch the outlaw. 58, right there. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Hatch it. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Eason, catch made here by Campbell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got Burton here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Eason trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
We own them.
Play fake, Brissett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw here. This is caught by Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, Mike 53. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Balaj. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, Echo.
Tight end right.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and boy, did it work to his offense's benefit.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. Got his man. It's Williams. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They run it with Balaj. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Campbell making the catch. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
It's a gain of 11.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Get it.
To throw again. Eason. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 10. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they can...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Come on, set. Tell me the ending.
It's 59. Mike to 59. Danny.
Shut up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.